Hey everybody, it's your guy, Nina Apply, and welcome back to another video, and today we'll be playing some Dyson Sphere program. Now, before this video starts, I do want to say I'm not very good at this game, so if you can give me any tips or tricks or anything like that, leave it in the comment down below. I'll probably be watching some videos in between this video and the next of this series in order to, get a little bit better at the game, so. And another thing, please consider watching to staying till the end of the video. I only ask because my viewer retention isn't very high in most cases. That may be because I'm not funny, but I'll try and keep you entertained best I can. Anyway, let's just get this cracking on. We're gonna start a brand new game where it doesn't really matter about what the galaxy looks like, mainly because I don't know what I'm doing, so that can wait. So, I have played this game a little bit. I've started about like 2 or 3 saves, and most of them I usually don't do too well. So I do try my best, so maybe this one will be different. I like the ship, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, give it a little look-see.
Welcome to the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
So I don't know, like I do know what our goal is. Our goal is to build Dyson Sphere around the planet, and then, not planet, the sun, and then do it around other stars. But I'm not very good at that, as you'll come to see. I usually struggle quite a bit in order to figure things out, mainly because I haven't gotten very far. I've never actually built a Dyson Sphere in this game before, though I do know what a Dyson Sphere is. I'll give you a quick, description. Well, the game has its own little description tutorial thing, so I'll just read that just for those of you who don't know what a Dyson Sphere is.
Everything here is yours. As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Now, if you're wondering if I'm driving the spaceship right now, I'm not. It's just doing this on its own. The only thing I actually do is use the mouse to look around, and then use the mouse wheel and such to zoom in and out. I can zoom out at about that much, and you can give it all a good look. And zoom in, give everything a nice close-up. That's about it. And then there's our planet right there, Atari 3. Seems like a pretty cool planet. Gotta be honest with you. I wonder what it's gonna, have. And I'm pretty excited to start because I do enjoy this game. I know I haven't gotten very far in it, but from the little bit I have experienced, I do enjoy kind of just going around and having a little bit of fun, getting some resources and such. It's kind of like Satisfactorio, games like that. This one, I guess, takes place on a much larger stage, as you're not just doing it on a planet or a part of a planet, you're doing it on a star system and other star systems when you get more and more developed. So, I'm definitely excited to start playing this game, and I think it's still in early access, so it's going to be pretty cool to see how this game grows and develops, especially from where we're starting. And I'm hoping to get like a couple of videos out before an update or something like that.
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
Thank you. I only want to do that because I kind of want to, get some progress going, and then see if changes the updates make it easier or harder, or stuff like that. And if it does make it harder, I kind of want to get a little established first before everything gets too hard, because honestly, this will be a little bit of a struggle. But we are landing on a nice planet, so that makes me happy. And I have a basic grip on the controls. It's not like the most solid grip on them, but I know how to do the important things moving going around collecting resources, building technology and such like, and stuff like that. So hopefully this will be, you know, a decent playthrough. But here we are. I see some iron ore, some coal, some copper, some stone. So this actually makes this a really good place to have to start. You know, there's enough resources. Well, once we get some mining rigs and such. They may not be called mining rigs, but I think that's really, once you get that stuff going, we should be good to go. Alrighty then. Here we got our little capsule unfolding. It's very advanced. I like it a lot. And here we are. Let me zoom in a little bit if I can. Wait, apparently.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
One thing I don't appreciate is the fact that it says you can use the arrow keys to move around, but you actually can't. It's actually, the arrow keys are actually not mapped to that. I think they're mapped to fight controls. The actual movement keys that it's mapped to, at least for me, was WASD, that's what it was. We just gotta get some starter materials a little bit. And actually, we're gonna click right here, and what is the Dyson Sphere? Get us a quick read. What is the Dyson Sphere? As the civilization continues to develop, the demand for energy will continue to increase in the vast universe. Develop the star's energy becomes an inevitable choice for a civilization's development when the energy on the planet can no longer sustain. In 1960, Mr. Freeman Dyson put forward a legendary concept, the Dyson Sphere theory. Dyson Sphere is an imaginary space giant that can surround the entire star and obtain most or all of its energy on the planet. According to classifications of Kardashov's civilization level, which is a kind of method of scaling alien species, and I guess our own too, and I believe we're at like a 0.75.
Now try to recycle the space capsule. Right-click on it to recycle.
Please give me a second, I want to continue reading this. First-class civilizations can develop and utilize all the resources of the planet which it inhabits. Secondary civilizations can collect the energy of the entire star system and even allow the matter to break the speed limit of light. Third-level civilizations can master and use all the energy in the entire galaxy. And then it kinda goes on from there. I think there's, yeah, the highest one.
You have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
Okay, thank you. And then possessing the ability to build a Dyson Sphere indicates that humanity will move towards the secondary civilization. Now, that'd be pretty cool, and it'd definitely be useful because, so if you've ever played Stellaris or heard of Stellaris, one thing Stellaris is maybe known for is Dyson Spheres and megastructures, and the main one, let's get that, I think, the main one would probably be Dyson Spheres that it's known best for, and Dyson Spheres are pretty cool in Stellaris. You see in Stellaris you function on energy credits as your main source of, I guess, currency. Then you also have minerals, food, consumer goods, alloys, and then strategic resources, which range in a variety of things, along with influence, unity, and research.
In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
I know, thank you. So, I think Stellaris is a pretty cool game where, you know, just knowing about certain cool things that don't really exist, but possibly could exist. This is not an ad for Stellaris. I just like talking about Stellaris. If I ever get it on PC, I'll probably start playing it on the channel again. Because I do kind of want to move away from PlayStation games in like kind of a entirety. But we're just gonna make
You receive
5 of
several
these.
items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Now we're going to make 5 of these so we can do our research, which is important because we need our research done to start doing, you know, everything else that we need to do. You know, setting up things to do mining for us and such. After all, I don't feel like doing all this mining forever. Though we do need to get some iron ore and such. So, I think the first mining thing we'll set up will be for iron ore, and then we'll go for copper and stone. Maybe eventually, what's it called? Coal, because there's 2 coal deposits on the left and right side of us. But I don't know if we need them yet. I don't actually know how coal works in this game, so I don't want to go for something that I don't know if we'll need. And our research is going down, which is good. Always glad to see. There we go. And we also need to keep our cells powered, since we are technically just running a mecha. So there's a couple different resources. We got this organic crystal. But what we're going to use is this hydrogen fuel rod. This came from the ship, and we just use that to power ourselves. Okay, so we can close that, and we finished researching, which is great. We're going to select our next research, which will be there's basic logistics system.
I've created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
Now we're gonna set.
You can
this
hold
up.
down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered.
There we go.
If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
So now we have little drones that go up by themselves to build things for us. And we also have to get some power going, up and running. So we'll build a wind turbine right over here, actually.
One of your production facilities is not powered. You need to
Actually,
keep it within
no.
the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities
How do I
in order to
cancel
maintain
this?
its normal works.
Cancel that. Thank you. Because we actually want it to be near here, mainly because we don't have many Tesla towers, and Tesla towers don't actually produce electricity. It simply kind of moves it around, kind of like a power line. So we'll have that right there, and then one of these right here.
Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
There we go. And that should give us some power going, which means we'll start producing
You
iron
have done
ore.
building the first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
So here we can see it mining our resources, which is always good. And so we're going to start working towards wrong button. The next manual research thing. So for that, we're going to need 10 gears and then 10 circuit boards. And it's not impossible to get. Particularly, these gears are pretty easy to get. They just require some iron ingots. So, and since we have iron, we should be good for that. These, however, are going to be a little bit more difficult to get, which is why I set this up first. Because this produces iron ore, which you don't have to smelt or anything like that. It kind of just turns into iron ingots when you craft it like that. And since, so right here, I could craft iron ingots, but it just makes life easier if I just automatically set this to craft 5 instead of going all around and trying to produce the ingots myself for no good reason. So that's what we'll do there. Set that up for that. and then we can work towards finishing our basic logistics system. Should give us things like ways, not ways. It gives us rails, I think there are. So that's going to be useful. That way we can move that stuff around, and we'll also get storage so we can store it. For this, we got to get more of that. So we might need more copper. And I was trying to get that so that we could get more copper, but it seems like we'll have to get copper manually. That's okay. I guess I would need more power lines first too, wouldn't I? So I can run right here, grab the copper. But I do want to see if there's a bigger copper deposit nearby. Mainly because there's just not much copper over here, but we can just sit here for a few seconds, get some copper. Now, it only gives us one copper ore, so it definitely takes a little bit, which is the main reason you'd rather start mining it. But alas, there's not much else I can really do about that. And then there's 2 coal deposits, and you can use coal as power for yourself, which is probably, in my opinion, its most useful thing. At least so far. I don't know what else it could be used for, so. And then I do want to see if we only need to build one of them, so get that started. And then it'd be nice to get some more towers. We can build 3, so I think we will build all 3. And then, so we'll need to get more iron, and then we can build some more turbines. To get one more. Alright. So we got enough copper for now. So what I think we'll do is we'll come over here, grab our iron. Then max out at 50, so we definitely have to wait a little bit every once in a while, but that's okay. And we can build 5 of these. I think we will. Mainly because, you know, more power is better than no power. And then we'll work on, well, doing more research and such. Now, it would be nice if copper deposit over here wasn't alone, but I think it might be. I didn't see any other ones while landing. Nice. Basic logistics system researched. So that means we got conveyor belts, that's what they're called, and we got storage along with
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt,
sorters.
which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Now, mention smelting, but we don't actually have a smelter yet, so we don't have to worry about that quite yet. Let's get one of these going. Let's rotate that. See how much we can get from there. Because we do want to get as much as we can. Right. Perfect. And that gives us a hefty amount, actually. So, that should collect most, if not all of that, which is what we want. And actually, so for now we'll actually go for smelter next. Automatic metallurgy, and that'll give us right here smelter, which is useful because it'll make it easier to actually get more well, techs, more buildings, all that stuff, because just about everything that we need to build these things requires copper and iron ingots instead of just the ores itself. So it just makes no sense to focus on just getting the ores and not, you know, automating the process a little bit more. So let's grab that right there. We're gonna go right here to our replicator right now and see if we can, let's close that, see if we can make some. We can only make 3, so that should give us 6. We can't make any of those, so that has to wait. That's okay. And then let's go over here to power and actually start building some of these towers. So we're gonna build one right next to it, like right here. I meant like here we go. And we can build ones further away. Not, you know, see if we can kind of connect the power grid a little bit. There we go. Awesome. So once those are constructed, that'll start producing power. Though we may need, not producing power, we'll start producing copper. That's what we need. And then we'll also have to create some more wind turbines when we have those built. Okay, so yeah, we just don't have enough power. That's okay. It's not okay. There's not much I can do about it. We just gotta wait. But yeah, that's today's episode. I know we didn't do too much. We didn't get too far, but I wanna, you know, learn a little bit more about the game. So next time I'll have watched a video. That way we can definitely make more progress in it. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe while hitting that bell so you'll be notified when the next episode comes out. Leave a comment down below.